guitarcontrol.com. My name is Robert, and let's get picking on this classic Angus Young solo to Highway to Hell. Lots of cool little things that Angus is doing in there, like all of his solos. It's really fascinating how melodic he made the pentatonic scale. You know, he kept it very it's kind of straightforward pentatonics, but always interesting. You know, Angus was truly like a talented, rock guitar player. Is. So we're going to be breaking this one down. If you would like tabs for this lesson, make sure you grab those down below. They're in the description, that way you can follow along with a lot of stuff we're talking about. One thing real quick that's kind of difficult with some of these older AC/DC songs is how they tuned. They didn't tune, I've seen tabs say they're half step down. They're not a half step down, it's almost like a quarter step or something like that down. They're just slightly flat from standard. And it's tough sometimes to tune to them. To play. So if you're playing with it in standard or half step and it just sounds a little bit off, that's just because they're not quite in either of those tunings. So just kind of tune to their open strings. Luckily they use a lot of open chords, so that's what I normally do. But I am just in normal standard tuning today, and like I said, if you want to play along with them, they are tuned a little bit flat. So let's go ahead and get going. Okay, so before we get going too much, this song is out of the key of A minor. It's out of A minor pentatonic, which would look like this: 5 to 8 on the low E string, 5 to 7 on the A, and the D, and the G, and 5 to 8 on the B, and then 5 to 8 on the high E. So, of course you want to be able to descend it as well. So, let's kind of talk about how this solo kicks off. So, we're coming out of the... That's not how it goes. It does start with those that little double stop kind of bend. So I've seen people in Angus in different solos. He does it basically the same way each time, but sometimes he bends 7 on the G, and he'll play the 5 on the B and high E together. Sometimes he'll do individual. It sounds almost identical. But it's up to you. Now you're gonna do that 4 times. Then you're going to go to double stop on 7 on the G and B, and you're going to bend it. Sorry, I believe he does that first part 5 times, not 4. And you're going to go 5 on the G, 7 on the D, then 7 on the G, and you're going to go back to 5 on the G and bend it. Now you're going to play an open A string, and you're going to grab 4 on the D. Now you're going to pre-bend it. You're going to actually bend it before you play it, and then you're going to pick it, and you're going to let that bend come back down. So it almost sounds like a whammy bar, like when you're diving it. He does this in a few solos. Now here you're going to play 2 on the D, 3 on the A, and open A. So, then you go to 2 on the G, and you're going to bend 4 on the G up a full step. So we have... Now, I should mention, so usually when you kind of bend up, come back down, and you're slowly bending it back up. Is it 2 on the D, 3 open on the low E, 2. Now while that 4 is bent, you have to reach up with your pinky and play 5 on the high E and B. This is a super signature Angus Young, thing that he just does a lot in a lot of his solos. So you're bending 4, then you play 5, 5, you let that bend come down. Then it's 4, 2 on the G. Then you slide into 5 on the D. Then you're going to do another double stop, 5 on the G and B. And do it again with a little bit of bend. And then it kind of gets, as everything builds up, it's harder to hear some of the notes. But it starts with, you're going to play 7 on the D, open A string, 5 on the D, back to 7, okay? Then he basically does an A minor chord here. So you're barring 5th fret on the high E, B, and G, and 7 on the D. That's literally just an A minor. Then you're going to slide up to 11 on the G, okay? And you're going to go to 10 on the B. That's pretty much it. So we have... basically the solo. You know, like I said, just want to make sure you listen to it and tune down for it if you really want to get the feel of it. His phrasing is the biggest thing, you know, to capitalize on here. You know, even if you listen to it, you know, like the notes are all there. It's all about listening to the way Angus is, you know, piecing it all together. Because he has a pretty kind of like slippery, almost like style. Like he's like here, then, and it's kind of interesting how he goes from minor pentatonic to major, and he's just Angus, man. Angus is awesome. Alright, thank you all so much for checking out the video today. Now, like I said before, if you'd like tabs for this lesson, make sure you grab them down below in the description. They're waiting right there for you. And other than that, I'll see you next time.